Hello. Now, what we are going to see by this, you'll see that we have coordinate systems. So we have three different types of the coordinate systems. You will be familiar with the Cartesian coordinate system, or it is also called as, what's another name? It is also called as rectangular coordinate system. Okay, either Cartesian or rectangular. So this you might have seen many times from the school time onwards. Okay. Apart from this, we have another two coordinate system we call as cylindrical. Another is the spherical. So now here, if you see in case of Cartesian coordinate systems, we have three variables. That variables we call as x, y, z. So when we'll try to plot these three coordinates here, so here in our discussion, we are going to take x here. This is our y and this is the z. So finally, if you see that unit vectors is the along this is we have ax, and along this we have ay, and along z axis we have az. So here if you see what can be the range of these parameters x, y, and z. So range, if x is going to be elongated both side, so finally that range value for the x is going to be minus infinity to plus infinity. Similarly, you can tell me what will be the range of y. So it is also going to be elongated in both directions. So again, it also will have range, same range. Are you agree with this? Minus infinity to plus infinity. Similarly, for the z, again we have range, same minus infinity to plus infinity. So that is the important part in Cartesian coordinates. What is the range? And here unit vectors, we have ax, ay, az. Now we are going to see what is the displacement, differential displacement here. Okay. So when we have this rectangular coordinate system, so differential means a smallest, whatever you can consider. Okay, that differential element we are going to consider. So that differential displacement, in this case, we are going to represent by dl. Okay, S was dl. So it has dx ax plus dy ay plus dz az. So this is the representation for the differential displacement. Similarly, it will have differential area also. Okay. So that differential area, for that we are going to see the expression in different situation. So that we are writing as the differential area. So that differential area we are going to represent by ds. So now if you see the diagram here, right side, we have considered one cuboid in the Cartesian coordinate system or rectangular coordinate system. So here, this side is along the x-axis. So that length, differential length is the dx. This is the along the z-axis. That length is taken as the dz. And this is the along the y-axis. So length is taken as the dy. So finally, it is going to form the very differential area as well as differential volume here. Since it is the cuboid, so in that case, if you see that opposite surface will be same. Okay, so total three pair of opposite surface we are going to get here. So now what will be the differential area expression as well as what will be the direction? Since for this area, that vector will be always perpendicular to the plane that contains these two vectors. So in which plane we have differential area, so that area vector will be always perpendicular to that plane. So now suppose we'll consider the one shape here. For that, if you have dimension like this, so this part is our dz and this one is the dy. So finally, what will be the area vector here? So that will be perpendicular to this surface, and this is along the x-axis. So finally, in this situation, ds we can write as dy into dz, and direction is what? Ax. Similarly, if you'll have another situation in this, we have direction as per the coordinates. If you have direction like this format here, okay, so this is our dx and this one is the dz, then area vector is along the ay. So if this is the ds again, it will be here dx into dz and vector is along ay. Similarly, another situation also we have. In that situation, we are going to consider the third condition here. So as per that condition, if this length is the dx, this one is the dy, then what will be the area vector? Area vector will be perpendicular to the surface, so that is the az. So again, we can write here dx into dy and vector is what? Az. Like this, we are able to write the differential area. Third one, we have differential volume. Okay. So that differential volume. So you know about the cuboid. What is the volume of the cuboid? What is the volume? Length into breadth into height. Okay. So here, this differential volume. So in this diagram, if you see that length is dx, or height is dz, width is dy. So finally, product of this dx, dy, dz is going to give us the differential volume. Okay. So like this, we have to consider all these phenomena. So important thing is here, what are the range of these parameters and what is the expression for differential displacement, differential area, and differential volume. So this surface of this cuboid is the rectangular in the shape. So area, you know that area of the rectangle is what? Length into breadth. Okay. On the basis of we have written, an area vector will be always perpendicular to the plane in which surface is there. Okay. Thank you.